Hey guys, welcome back to Little Creek Gaming. I wasn't actually planning on making this video. I'm sort of doing this spontaneously, but I can't stop thinking about the news that dropped last night from David Braben of Frontier. It was weighing on my mind all night and all day today, and I'm going to use this as a sort of therapy session, to be honest with you. But the news that dropped last night was Elite Dangerous Odyssey will not be coming to consoles. The tough thing is that's not the only kick in the teeth. The other kick in the teeth is the fact that future development of Elite Dangerous on consoles is not happening. What we have right now is what we're going to have to live with. Now, admittedly, what we have right now is Elite Dangerous Horizons, which is one of the greatest games I've ever played in my life. Me and Mark love this game to death. It means something to us. It's our forever game. This really does mean a hell of a lot to us, this game, which is what makes this announcement such an even bigger kick to the bollocks, to be honest with you. Now, the strange thing is when this came out last night, I mean, it was unexpected, kind of came out of nowhere, and I was incredibly surprised by it, but at the same time, I was also surprised by the fact that I also wasn't surprised by it, if that makes any sense. I really wasn't surprised by it, even though I was at the same time. It's almost as if subconsciously I kind of had a feeling this was coming. But let's look at the statement real quick from David Braben. Greetings, Commanders. Elite Dangerous is a game close to my heart. It's no secret that Odyssey's launch was less than ideal, including the need to split the PC console player base to focus on a PC-only launch. Since Odyssey's release in May 2021, we have worked tirelessly to improve the Odyssey experience on PC, and whilst we have made great progress, there is still more to be done. We have been supporting the pre-Odyssey and post-Odyssey codebases since. Over the last several months, we have been wrestling with the best way to move forward, and it is with a heavy heart we have decided to cancel all console development. We need to be able to move forward with the story of the game, and in order for us to do this, we need to focus on a single code base. Elite Dangerous will continue on console as it is now, together with critical updates, but we will focus on new content updates for PC on the post-Odyssey codebase. We appreciate this news is not what our console community were hoping for. This was not an easy decision to make, but it was made with the long-term future of Elite Dangerous in mind. With regards to what's coming next in Elite Dangerous, we look forward to sharing further news in due course. David Braben. I'm seeing lots of people saying we've been waiting since May 2021, which is when the game Odyssey was released, I should say, on PC. But I don't look at it that way. We've been waiting since, what year was it, 2017 or 18? It's been so long now, I've forgotten what year it was. It was either 17 or 18 when Frontier announced that updates for Elite Dangerous and new content for Elite Dangerous would dry up over the next 2 years, because they were working on what they referred to as the big update. You know, 2 years sounded like a long time, but how quick does a year go? So we were happy to wait. The biggest update Elite Dangerous has ever had, sure, we'll wait for that, and we'll pay for that too. So I look at it that way. From the moment they made that announcement regarding the big update, that's how long we've been waiting for. That's what makes this so tough, is the fact that we have this game already. We have Elite Dangerous, so it's not like it's exclusive to PC and we're watching it from afar. We have it, and to know that all of this shit we're not going to get our hands on consoles is massively disappointing. I do acknowledge and accept the fact that Elite Dangerous is a PC game. PC gets priority. I accept that, and I agree with that. But to know that something is not coming at all at any point in the future for the console players, and there's a lot of us. The main player base for Elite is on PC, but there's a hell of a lot of us on consoles, on Xbox and PlayStation. I really do believe that Frontier tried everything they could to get this game up and running on consoles. I do believe they did try that. I'm going to speculate here, and Frontier are used to speculation, okay? They must be by now, because they're so tight-lipped. They will go radio silent on your ass for the longest time imaginable. So that creates speculation. So I'm going to speculate. I've been asking myself the question, how long have Frontier known that Odyssey is not coming to consoles? How long have they known this? It can't be something they've just learned in the past few days or weeks or even months. I reckon, once again, speculation, but I reckon they knew this a long time ago. Part of me is also thinking, because of the way that Odyssey was released, it wasn't the greatest launch that an update has ever had. It had a lot of creases that needed ironing out. And Frontier have been ironing out these creases. So they got a lot of bad press over that. Now, can you imagine what would have happened if even after 3 months of the release of Odyssey on PC, they then announced, hey, it's not coming to console, sorry guys. That would have been like bad news after bad news, and they didn't need that at the time. So part of me is thinking that they knew a long time ago that this is not going to work on consoles, but we're going to hold off announcing it. We'll announce it down the line. Let the dust settle on Odyssey. Let's fix the Odyssey problems first. Get Odyssey into a better place, which it is. Then announce consoles. Sorry guys, you're not getting this game that we told, this update that we told you about like 3 or 4 years ago, okay? Now we can start the story. They've been spending this time fixing Odyssey, which they've said they have been, but I don't believe they were working on getting it on consoles for as long as they may say they did. That's my thoughts and theories on it. They knew a long time ago. Now going back to David Braben's statement, the statement was short and sweet. It was exactly what it needed to be, and I think what would really add insult to injury regarding this news is if David Braben releases this statement and then doesn't acknowledge it ever again. The worst case scenario going forward from this point is, once again, is they don't acknowledge it beyond this point. I really think the Frontier need to release another statement that details the reasons why it's not coming to consoles. I don't know if whoever's listening to this, I don't know if you agree with me or not, but imagine this was it. Imagine this statement comes out and then that's it. We don't hear nothing else. They go radio silent again for like a whole fucking year. Now, there is a light at the end of the tunnel, but I don't know if it's going to happen. And I admit, it might be a difficult thing for Frontier to do. If console players make the jump to PC, can we transfer our Elite Dangerous account to our PC account? Because to be honest with you, the very thought of starting Elite Dangerous from scratch, losing thousands of hours of grind, I don't think I could do that. Hey, it's not coming to console, but it's here on PC. The downside is you have to start all over again, leveling up with the factions, getting the soul permit and the other permits, getting your ships, getting the credits you need to upgrade your ships and engineer your ships, all of the accomplishments you've made, all the materials, the hundreds of materials that you've gathered over the course of a bunch of years. I've done the grind, man. There were times when I would spend like 12 hours a day doing nothing but missions just to get my credits up, just to level up with factions. You know, the grind to get your first Anaconda. The thing is, the grind wasn't an issue back then. You had a goal in mind, whether it be permits or ships or whatever. The Guardian sites, getting the FSD booster and stuff like that. Engineers, I mean, it was fine the first time, but I don't want to have to do all that again. I really don't. So there is light at the end of the tunnel if they can just find a way of transferring our accounts from console to PC, which once again I admit it might be a very difficult thing to do, but Frontier have done this before. There have been a number of cases in the past, not many, but there's a number of cases in the past where they have done that for players. I'm not overly keen on splashing out all that cash on a decent PC just for one single game, even if it's Elite Dangerous. But I'll be more tempted to do it if I knew I could get Elite Dangerous Odyssey on PC and I can get all my shit. But the hope that I'm clinging on to, that one day I might get to play Odyssey, would be completely dead in the water if I had to start the whole thing again. It just will not happen. The chances are 0% of me doing it. This footage I was going to use in future Elite Dangerous videos, but to be honest with you, I'm putting them in this video so they do see the light of day, because I honestly don't think I'm going to be playing Elite Dangerous for quite some time. Not forever. I will go back. Elite Dangerous is why I started making videos in the first place. But I'm going to walk away from Elite for a while. And I can't see any content regarding Elite coming up on this channel anytime soon. Now once I walk away from recording this video, I'm probably going to think of another 100 things that I wish I'd have brought up. I'm done. I think I've said enough, but once again, I'm probably going to think up 100 things more once I walk away from this. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time.